Mic test. Oh, there we go. We're starting here shortly, guys. Why, hello, internet world. How are y'all doing today? Let's see here. We got a couple windows open, too many windows. Let's go full screen. There we go. Get all that good old real estate. Anyway, happy Friday. I hope y'all had a awesome week and hope y'all have a better weekend as it is that time of the week. Happy February as well. January is already gone, 1 month down. An interesting month it was for markets, that's for sure, and some weather. Been big swings. I don't know wherever y'all are at, but down here in Texas, it's freaking going from 70s to 20s. And I mean, it's crazy the last few weeks. I guess 'tis January, a wild month. Anyway, it's time to talk about some charts with a CH at the end too. It's time to talk about some charts. This is No Noise. I am Z Rex, episode 347 on the 2nd of February 2024. It's about 10:20 in the AM, and we're going to get it in. We got plenty to talk about. We got monthly charts to do today, so we get the high time frame macro look, so that'll be fun. And other than that, let's kind of look. Oh, look, the Link Marines breaking out. Ooh, they were looking sexy on Wednesday, so nice to see that. That actually might be outside of the range. Let's go look real quick, just because. Yes, it is. Oh man, sexy Link Marines. Look at them doing their thing. All right, so that's the outlier today for sure. ETC kind of starting to pump up here a little bit as well. Oh, what else do we got? Anything standing out? Oil backing off pretty hard, all the way back down to 72. So that's a little bit interesting. Getting slapped. VIX still staying low, and the stupid Fed meeting's out of the way. And just to touch on the stupid Fed meeting, look at this crap, y'all. Let me just show y'all something real quick. People act like the Fed can have some super crazy. I mean, and of course it can have some kind of impact, but they act like it's not priced in. And look what we did here. Oh God, it's so crazy. Whatever the Fed blah 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 blah, it still is respecting structure. It does this all the time. Literally all the time this happens. I know it sounds crazy, but if you just be a student of price action and listen to the charts instead of trying to project your opinion on them, you will do much better in your trading performance over the long haul. News, this is not a popular opinion, and if you make money off of news, more power to you. But in my opinion, news is mostly for suckers and entertainment purposes only. And that is all. But anyway, let's go ahead. What is this? Forward curve. That's a new one that they put on there. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, oh, look, we're going to 5,600 right here by the end of 2028. Let's go. Anyway, that's a new little feature they added on there. All right, let's start with Mama Bear, as we love to do. Well, actually, we're going to go to total. So this is kind of nice. Flat, not flagging, but basing out here after an attempted breakdown of this horizontal level at like 152, but defending it pretty good so far. Really want to see this above 164-ish. Mama Bear, beautiful candle yesterday. I love that candle. Get a little testy. Oh my gosh, rate hikes, watch out. Nope, no one cared. And nice engulfment on Wednesday candles from Thursdays. And it looks like this bitch wants continuation. We don't have any momentum on the daily at all. Let's go to the 458 and see what's going on down there. Maybe if my chart will load. Yes, we do have bullish momentum clearly with my green painted candles. But if you don't have that, you can just look for higher highs and higher lows. And also DMI is very good at trend analysis. It is probably my favorite indicator, oscillator that you can use that's free pretty much. I haven't found one, at least how I trade, that's better. It keeps you out a lot of the riffraff, and especially if you use these settings how I have them at 10, 16, and 26, which I consider above 26 power zone. Between 16 and 26 is neutral. Between 10 and 16 as weak, and sub 10 I call the forgotten zone. Anyway, when you're above 26 on either of them, the Bears or the Bulls, Momo is very strong in that direction, and it will take a little bit to beat it out of that side. So anyway, I digress a little bit on DMI, but I do think it's the best free one for just basic trend analysis outside of structure, obviously. Anyway, this looks pretty damn sexy. I like what the Bulls are doing here. I like this defense. We got what we were looking for off of that hammer candle, a couple of weeks ago or a week and a half or so. So that's nice to see. Bulls are doing what Bulls should be doing. The next stop, though, just like pretty much all week's videos. We got to get over 44K. That is the mega line in the sand. And let's jump over to Ethereum real quick. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. Just wanted to see real quick on the structure. But this does look very good above 42,000. We start building below 42,000. That would kind of suck. Excuse me. And I probably would look for another retest of the mid 30s if that were to happen. Because right now, bulls actually have perfect structure for continuation. We even have this little incremental higher high right here against this local high. And obviously, we're putting in higher lows as well. So as long as we kind of keep building this chart above, maybe mid 41,000 handle, it's okay. But so far, so good. Let's see what futures are saying. Futures also looking good. Kind of a little bit of a flag right here, right up underneath this major horizontal. Same thing. So it's nice to see confluence between spot and the futures. Oh, man. Again, above 44K. It's party time for the bulls. That's all they got to do, man. That's it. They're almost there. They're almost there. GBDC looking good. I mean, this is higher lows, higher highs, man. I mean, this one's like even, I guess. Technically, it's maybe a C hair lower, but whatever. Close is close enough. And we stayed above the purple magenta candle of death, so that's nice. And as we kind of just creep up and to the right here, looks very sexy, man. Above 37 handle is perfectly fine. Bulls intact all the way. Ethereum a little bit weaker. Unicorn shirt, man, is kind of just like lollygagging. I mean, it's right in the middle of range. Kind of waiting for. Let's look at dominance real quick. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance has definitely been kicking up. So leaving kind of everybody else in the dust for now. And as the market really, that's why we call it Mama Bear. Everything kind of looks towards Bitcoin. I mean, it is the gold of cryptocurrencies, if you like that analogy. But I mean, it's numero uno. It does its thing. The market, it is pretty much the base. It's like maybe the USD of the crypto or something. Probably going to get a little hate on that one, but that's okay. Not in the fact of like obviously printing it and all the other factors, but just how it's kind of like the baseline of lots of what do you call it? Value denominations. Anyway, does look good. We still do have the higher highs and even. Actually, it's more just like even. It's kind of just like this range, 2150-ish and 2400. Same shit, different day. Probably just waiting on Mama Bear to get over 44,000. If it does not do that, probably within the next week or two, we can be a little bit concerned. We don't want to go sideways for too long here and let the bears build up confidence. Futures, man, hold up. Yeah, futures look a little bit better as we are above the 55. You can see, though, these trend lines getting respected up here. That 24 to 25-ish level, mega resistance. So moving on, Charlie leaves, same shit, same chart, sideways as hell. So nothing. I mean, most of these altcoins are going to be like the same. The only one that's an outlier is Link. Not surprisingly, it had a very beautiful chart over the last week or so. But yeah, everything else is kind of lollygagging. ETC, though, is very sexy. This chart is very bullish above 23.5. We've been talking about this is a dip buying opportunity for the last week or so. This one is super sexy. I love this structure right here. This is beautiful, beautiful structure. And you get this 618 retrace. Look at that. Bam. Boom, right to it. Trend line 55, right around the horizontal. I mean, it doesn't get much more textbook than that. XRP garlic bread is not cooking very well. Barely holding on. You already know 48 cents. You lose 48 cents on this. I mean, that really opens up trap doors all the way freaking between like low 30 and like 42. So pretty nasty on XRP. Same with XLM, obviously. Not 48 cents, not that, but structure-wise, it's very similar. And it needs to really hold that. Man, even creeping below 11 starts to get a little nasty. You can see we got a decent hammer candle here trying to defend that 11 candle handle. trying to defend that. So see if that gets any follow through. Tron, of course, along with Link, is saying "suck it, Bears." Tron has had relative strength for many, many, many moons, all the way to pretty much the end of 2022. Really, one of the best, most bestest relative strength charts in crypto land, actually, surprisingly. You know, Tron, baby. Justin Sun saying suck it. Looks very good above 11 cents. The dot matrix, nope, not doing shit. Sideways needs to get above. I mean, it's get close to that $7 zone, so it does need to get right above that to look a little bit better. But again, probably waiting on Mama Bear. Most coins do wait on the mamas. Let's see here. Looks like we do have kind of like a little trend line right here, something like this. Yeah, there you go. So bumping up against that there. Don't lose 46 again, otherwise it's no bueno. Link just saying suck it. Beautiful structure. Girthy candles. We're about to get an open and close above this next set of range. Remember last time that happened when we watched it for like 18 years when it went sideways? Same shit, different day. Got that nice girthy, got one to follow through, and it was just up after that. So are we getting pretty much similar structure here? It does look like that. And our next target on this is about $24. EOS. Still kind of this ugly, weird looking Head and Shoulders. Absolute shit below 69. You can see the last couple days too, tapping that upper 60s handle and closing above it. I do kind of like, hold on, there we go. I do kind of like yesterday's close, engulfing the attempt by the Bears to break said 69 level. So that's pretty good, but we are squeezed hardcore between the 200 and 21. This one is best for a range trade, or not a range trade, I'm sorry, a breakout trade or breakdown trade. So waiting for it to either clear like 74 or, get comfy below 69 and then play the, play the structure. God dang, I need some water here. Then just look for structured targets, which would be this little cluster here at around upper 50s, and then up here just shy of this cluster, because you kind of have to measure in this one over there at about 80 cents. So BCH, not doing shit, sideways as hell. In that same vein, needs to get either below 220-ish or above 250-ish, and it's just Chop Fest 3000. BSV kind of doing the same thing, lollygagging like a mofo, no momentum to be found. XMR is actually trying to break out. Look at this beautiful, beautiful chart on XMR. Once we got back over this horizontal, it's bull mode now, guys. Like we mentioned in the last few videos, even partially last week too. On Friday, if we could get comfy above this 158 level, it's go time. So it looks like it kind of wants to break out. On that backs, if XMR is breaking out, Zcash and Dash Trash might be buys here. We've kind of been eyeballing this for a little while. And as long as it holds that $20, it's good. And you can see this nice defense here by the Bulls. And even above that a little bit at like the low 21 handle seems to be favored by said Bulls. And until that gets broke, I don't really have a huge problem with this chart. You could argue that this is a bump and run type pattern. So if we go to like a weekly just to clean it up, you break out, you bump it a little bit, and then you run. So these are very high probability trade setups too. And what would make me real comfortable about a real good move on this is getting over about 2350-ish. And then we can probably look for a target of this horizontal at $29. Doji Poo, what is Doge doing? Doge is not really doing shit, sideways as hell. Let's lighten this box up a little bit. Hold up. There we go. As it's in this giant range, just chilling. Once we break out of this range to the upside, especially, because the range is more like 666s here, so a little bit different. But we break out to the upside, man. 1420 becomes easily the target. And if we break down like 7775, 666 better hold. That's all I got to say. STX, oh man, this is a good sign. If STX and ordinals start breaking out, with Bitcoin. Let's actually go look at ordinals real quick. The ordies. The ordies. No, not doing shit. But if these could break out along with Bitcoin, that would be very convincing that bulls are fully back in town. TrueFi is just still sideways as hell. Attempting breakdown right here, but is this a false breakdown? I would consider yes if we get above 49 cents relatively soon, within like a week or so. And then we could probably look for other side of range, which is like 586. Sub that though, getting below 4.4, 4.5. Not good. XRD is just freaking bumping, running all over this place. Let's clean this chart up a little bit. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. There we go. That's all we need. So we're just kind of lollygagging on this freaking horizontal, which it's been doing since its high back in April last year. Same shit, different day. Really needs to get over 4.5 and hold about 4 flat. V chain, ooh, beautiful. I like this. This is nice. Looks very good above 2.7 or so. Little upper twos. Really need to clear 3 cents. Above 3 cents, it starts getting into full bull mode. Now, for monthlies, before I forget, let's go to that. I should have did that already, but oh my god, we got a freaking too much crap over here. Monthly. Oh, snap. Look at this. That is a super doji, which is not terrible, especially considering where it is. If we saw that right here, that would kind of suck because that's weak sauce. But since we're seeing it way up here, this actually looks pretty good. I would expect the first one to do that, especially against, y'all know this mid 40,000 handle is super serial. That is the major pivot point pretty much for uber macro bulls. We have to get comfy above that. If we can get if we can get 2-3 months to close above the mid 40s, we're probably making new all-time highs within, by the end of that year, let's say. Let's just assume it happens. Assume, here we go. Let's assume that it happens around the halving or early summer, and we get a few of them all open and closed above here. That would bode very well for targeting probably 80 to, definitely 69K, but probably 80 and beyond. 80 to about 100 is the target range, the first target range for the breakout. And you might be like, that sounds crazy. Well, look back over here. Let's clean up some of these drawings so we got a nice clean chart. Look over here. We've got, because on the monthlies, you see every single one of them since, 14K. Anyway, digressing there a little bit. Look at this. Here is 48K where my cursor is, right? Look at that. We never got more than 2 months open and close above 48K. That's why if you go back and watch my videos from that time, that I was already selling stuff up here and held just a little bit, probably maybe a third of what I had until it broke 48K. And when it broke 48K in this month here, in December of 2021, I was completely out and done. Because that was the major pivot point. Structure does not lie, guys. It's the least lying thing. Price action and all the other crap, earnings, news, everything. Certain analysis. I was trying to pun that. Didn't work very well. Certain of those guys, because they all have incentive, to try to buy something. Subscription signal service or some crap like that. I'm just a student of price action. That's it. And I'm trying to share those ways with you guys. Because if everybody can trade better, then the markets just become more efficient too, right? And also, most people aren't going to trade good or stay in the game long enough because it's taxing on your mental, man. That's for sure. You got to be very disciplined. High discipline. Anyway, back to my point as I'm trailing off here into the thought abyss. 1, 2, and both open and closes were doji type candles. All right. Let's turn our horizontals back on. We get some nice girthy candles up over here, especially looking like this. This is a 3 white soldiers type pattern. We get something like that above that mid 40s Oh man, it's go time. Especially sorry, not even mid, I'm sorry, above 48,000. We get multiple months above 48K that will signal super macro, probably like the mania mode. If you're familiar with the psychology chart, right? You're going to be probably in that 2/3 this region. So, maybe get ready for mega pumpage after that. Let's look at futures. Yeah, we got Doji on the futures too. So good to see correlations on that. Our confluence, same with GBDC, same shit, different day. GBDC's equivalent number, actually, we did get 2 months above there back in March. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. So above about 40. You know what we're going to have to use? Y'all already know. We're going to have to use $42. $42. That's about where this went to. Actually, it went to 43 and a half. Whatever. 42 is close enough. We get a couple of months open and close also above 42 with Bitcoin doing its thing above 48. That would signal uber bullish mode. And this is super macro stuff. Monthly candles are no joke. All right. Let's go to Ethereum. Same thing. Ethereum's looks a little bit worse because it kind of is more indicative of like a shooting star doji, which indicates tops generally. So it looks a little bit worse. Really want to see the bulls start getting back above that 2,400 level. But yeah, so not super concerned yet because it's just one candle, but that is noteworthy to mention. That's for sure. And look at this. Oh, what? Right to this trend line cross? Oh, what? How weird. No one mentioned that could happen. And it's not me that mentioned that. No cockiness. I'm just trying to show y'all that price, if you listen to it, man, it does what it's supposed to do like most of the time. So, all right, let's go to the majors. The major league, maybe. There it goes. Oh no, doom and everything. Engulfed immediately. This is bullish AF, y'all. This is so bullish when you see this type of pattern. Super, super sexy time. This is all the way by dip mode until 48.75 gets breached. And that's it. There's nothing else to think about it. Yes, there is this trend line here. Would be nice to clear that. But it's hard to clear those trend lines when they're like that because it's got to get pretty aggro. Next target on this is really 52 and a half. I know that sounds crazy. Let's go to the monthly, but it is what it is. That's what the chart's telling us. Macro above 4,700, very bullish. And you can see that horizontal and the 5,200 handle up here. I mean, why not at this point, right? It looks freaking the weekly. I mean, look at this weekly, dude. What? How are people bearish on this crap? I don't get it. Actually, I do get it because I would fight trends like this when I first started trading for many, many years, more than I would like to admit, and blew up a couple of accounts, to say the least. It does happen, and that's almost like a initiation or rite of passage. I feel like every good trader I know has blown up at least one account. And depending on their personality type, they either learn real good on that first one, or it might take 2 or 7 times, something like that. Anyway, though, this looks very good. Nasdaqians also very sexy here. It does need to clear this 17,750 area. But still sexy candle yesterday. Not as great as ES's, but nonetheless very nice. And the monthly showing us what? Sexy time. Up and up and up and up some more. I mean, you can't. The 21 EMA, man. I know we talk about it a lot on Bitcoin for trends analysis, but man, this is the 21's no joke, man. You can see how much it's been respected. You don't even really have to care about big, huge bullish bullish downside in a bull market, bearish mega action until you at least start tapping the 21. See how you tapped it here and got bid up of it twice before failing? tapped it here, and then immediately got bid back up, tap, tappity tap. Right here's a few taps before it rolled over. I mean, look at all these signals. People think that like recessions just come out of nowhere and there's no signal in the chart, but I could spend a whole hour going through SPX and NDX. SPX is good because it just goes back to like 1800s or whatever, and I could go through all the crashes, and there is warning signals, and I've done this a little bit in past videos. There's warning signals every single time. There's plenty of time to get out, generally with less than a 10 or so percent drawdown. I think the quickest, swiftest one was the flash crash in 87, the Black Monday one. But even then, the week before, a couple weeks prior, there was signals on the weekly that were a little bit concerning. So, but again, you have to listen to it. You have to listen to the price. Well, beast mode on the Dow. I mean, what, dude? Open and close, big girthy dillies. I mean, this is just beast mode all the way through. Looks very good above 37,000 handle. Let's go to the weekly. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Short macro, we've got, or shorter, that's kind of a contradiction there. So short term, 37,000 handle. Above that, uber bullish. Macro is about 36K flat as of now. Rut's the only one that's kind of just chilling here. It's not really doing much, although the structure does look very good on this weekly. Another couple weeks above like 16 and a half, we will get the chrono cross on said weekly, which is very beautiful as we attempt to break out of this range. Now, the only concern here is Russell did something back in this area, which I talked about way too much in all these videos. Go check them out if you'd like. Back in the fall of 21. And we were waiting in this similar situation, actually. We were waiting for this to break out and confirm that the bulls are good, because the Russell is closer to the actual economy than the other three majors, especially the NASDAQ. That one is very distorted from free money and tech crazy valuations and all that kind of shit. Regardless, though, this is what we were waiting for, and it looked really good. But that's why you need multiple candles for confirmation of momentum or trend changes. It's not just one. I say that all the time. One candle does not make a trend. It just don't work like that. And anyway, so when this happened and broke out finally, and then got no follow through, when all the other markets were at all-time highs, just like, oh, it's epic, it's amazing. Rut couldn't even do it for a month straight, and then immediately failed. This is a really nasty signal. So, in that vein, are we kind of doing something similar here? Potentially we are. I don't know. If I see the weekly start getting comfy again below 1950-ish, then I will be definitely concerned for macro bullishness in the majors. No doubt about that. But as we keep building this chart with a higher high and this beautiful EMA structure, and it will be uber beautiful in another 2 weeks if we just stay up here. That could be the concern, because you have to prep yourself for both sides, right? And then what's actually funny, too, I was looking at this last night. I was like, look where we are now as we're forming into, let's kind of clean it up a little bit. Look where we're at now as we're forming into this giant triangle formation, right? And as we squeeze into it, generally triangles, especially symmetrical ones, in most formations, triangle formations, it's around 75-ish% is generally where they do break out most of the time. And that's where my cursor is vertically, and where these little markers are to the up and down side. And then the little pink line is about where we're at now with price. It was at least when I did the analysis last night. And what's interesting to me is I placed these two lines right at the 75% mark of this triangle formation, which is hilarious because look what it builds up. This kind of proves that this is all built in. So this chart has been building for years, right? Since 2021, early 2021. And it's known the election vol is right here. Look, the election is literally here, right? Where my cursor is now. And generally, it breaks out at 75-ish% unless it's crypto. Bitcoin will fill triangles all the way to the apex. It's pretty hilarious. But in traditionals, it is very normal for them to break out in the 70-something percent zone. Pretty funny, though. Look where it is in July, right before elections start to get real heated. Pretty hilarious. It's like, whoa, it's like the chart knows. How weird. Anyway, we are getting squeezed up into this trend line. So, hey, maybe we do break out. Either way, I do think we're going to be testing one side of the range here before the end of the year. So, be on the lookout for that because that's going to be a big and and it's funny too. Look, they're both 17% to the bottom of range and to the top of major structure. Pretty hilarious. So, get it in. Put your seatbelts on. Y'all already know that's been the theme for this year. Strap in, boys and girls, all two of y'all. DAX, let's see here. DAX looking good above 16.9. As long as it's above there, it looks fine. How about the monthly? Because it is monthly time. It's that time of the month. And no, not that one. Let's see here. Macro above 16.5-ish looks very good. VIX, what's VIX doing? Oh, shit, it ain't doing nothing. Nope, just chilling. Did not get to make a higher high. It attempted to, but we didn't see that come to fruition. Still got higher lows. It missed the higher high, though, this week. So that's interesting. And VVIX is kind of just lollygagging, just chilling. Is it making a W pattern right here? With a sloppy one, but it's kind of there. VIX just chilling, nothing to see there. This is more of a surprising move to me. This is pretty aggressive. I did not expect it to get so deep here. I would have thought it would got caught at like 74-ish in the structure. So we are getting a breach. Now the question is going to be, is this just because we all watch the same movies, right? So sometimes people with deeper pockets may be able to move price action a little further and scare everybody, which this could be a very textbook version of, because it still would make higher lows and just breach this trend line, right? And ultimately, look where the blue box is, pretty much about where we're at, within like 40 cents or so, 40, 50 cents. And so depending how this closes, it's still higher lows. This could turn into a buying the dip opportunity potentially next week, depending on how Monday, Tuesday candles close. I will not be touching it this week, though. I generally don't like to have trades open over the weekend, especially initiating new trades. This weekly is pretty nasty too. Look at this, engulfed last week all the way through on a really nice pump, and it's taking out most of the EMAs. Where this would get pretty bearish is if this weekly candle closes below 71.72. If that were to happen, that would be pretty gnarly, and the bears would be making themselves known, which wouldn't be the worst thing if gas freaking dipped down. We get some cheaper gas. But I guess that does traditionally imply that there's some weakness in the economy. Nat gas, let's see here. Oh, shit, it's still gapped down. It's shitty. Garbage chart below 230, at least for bulls. Bears, yeah, I mean, that's a short up to 230. Oh, bonds. Oh, no. What? Oh, what a shocker. Everyone's like, oh, look, the Fed's going to do some. Oh, shit, just kidding. Just kidding. It's all baked in, y'all. It's all baked in. One person does not know more information than millions of people trading the same thing, and especially in bonds, which are like one of the most traded instruments on the planet. I don't even care if you're Jerome Powell. That idiot doesn't have more knowledge than the collective group of traders either. Below 110, or pretty much 111. Ew. TNX, you already know what's up. Watch out. This gets aggressively above 420. Woo, that boy Powell gonna be hiking. Yeah. All right, moving on. What else we got? Gold. Let's look at gold's monthly, because gold's a long-term chart, slow mover, blah. All right, look at this, guys. We've got 3 open and closes above 2K now. All right. Well, I mean, whatever. This one's close enough. It's like $8 away. Big deal. Very sexy time. This is beautiful structure and is very bullish above 2000. That's been the case for many videos now, but we are finally getting the weekly kind of building up here. Sexy time, getting some follow through. Let's look at our oscillators. Oh, yeah. Beautiful oscillators. Getting the volume up too. Like to see that. Oh, hold up. Yeah, I mean, this looks real good. You could even argue above 230, 220 handle. It needs to stay above that to look super sexy. Looking for bulls to try to go above 2100 this month would kind of look pretty sexy if that could happen. Man, silver just can't get nothing going back all the way to 2250. We lose 2250. Watch out. That's nasty. Nasty. Everything else looks like shit there. So, I guess we can go monthly on the silver chart real quick. The monthly silver chart still looks actually okay. It's kind of funny. If you look at all the other ones, they're Chop Fest 3000. But the monthly is still kind of lollygagging, making higher highs, incrementally higher lows. Again, and it's agreeing with that mid 22 handle level. We get below that, watch out. Really need to clear the 24 level on the upside. All right, moving on to blockchain stuff. What are we at here? About 40 minutes. Okay, cool. So we will be. Why don't I have my horizontals on this? I will in about 2 seconds. Let's go ahead and do that. Oops. There we go. It's okay trying to flag out here. Really want to see it get above these EMAs, though. You can tell the bots or whatever is slapping the price. Weekly, a little concerning still from that, but we are finding support on the 21 in structure, so that's not too shabby. Would really like to see bulls come back in this and get back in comfortably in the 600s, at least on a few dailies. That would be pretty nice. Other than that, there's not really much going on in coin land. Everything's kind of just meh, doing whatever. All right, let's go to what do we need to follow up on? Weed stocks, I think, maybe. Do we need to do that? They're still kind of chilling. Yeah, MJ. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Ooh, shit, y'all. Nice. Nice. Dude, something's brewing in the weed game. Someone is smoking. I don't know if Elon's hitting some joints back there. We've been talking about this for the last few months, that there's been something cooking. Man, watch this damn chart. I know no one cares about weed sectors right now, and they haven't, only for a little, because weed is very like newsy. So it's like, oh yeah, it's amazing. They said something, which in a weird way is the only thing that can almost super pump cannabis stocks, is because the Fed pretty much has to deschedule it, or it's dead in the water for a while, and that's been the case for many trading days, as you can see, all the way back to 2021, just death of a chart. But now it is not. It has based. It looks very good. We have flipped the EMAs to the upside. I mean, it doesn't get much more better than that. I do currently hold this stock, so just disclosure there. Looking sexy. That's all I can say. And I added, what did I add recently? I added something. I think I added ACB. I think this is what I got. I think I added a little bit of ACB. This one's super high risk because it does not look very good. But I think I added some of that one. And I'm looking for a rebuy on this one. But dude, it's just getting away. I mean, it looks so bullish above 1250. Might not get that opportunity, especially as 420 approaches, which wouldn't that be lovely? A little late March, early April announcement saying we're going to deschedule the marijuanas. Look how awesome I am as president. No, it wasn't ACB. Sorry, it was VFF. It was this one. Yeah, there we go. Because just like MJ, I was looking for a relative strength trade last night or yesterday, and this is the one that I ended up falling on because it has almost the same exact pattern: higher highs, higher lows. You're moving up this structure right here, very beautiful, and it's attempting to break out over 90 cents. This looks super sexy for maybe a $1.10 trade. And ultimately, I'm looking for a gap fill on this, which is between 120 and 150. That is where I will be peeling off profits if we get to that range. Potentially also at a $1.10 if it kind of gets slower. What's up, Casey Lewis? How are you doing, man? Happy Friday, brother. All right, so yeah, just following up on those. Looks pretty damn sexy on the marijuana stuff. And easy peasy, man. The management's awesome on that. Just out of curiosity, what are the Dogelings doing? Let's go to monthly Dogelings. Oh, what? They're down? What a shocker. These are probably just going to zero, so whatever. Baby Doge, Leash, Doge Lawn. Oh, no, that's Doge 2.0. Elon Doge. Let's go to Akita. That one's trying to base. One day these will pump. Bonk already did, but one day these will pump, but we're probably going to need Bitcoin comfortably over 48, 50K for that to happen. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. Let's see here. What else do we want to go look at? I haven't looked at quantum stocks in a while. Oh God, brutal. That is terrible. Maybe we can get a bump and run pattern on this at some point. But not a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of a lot of days before that kicks in. Yeah, wow. I guess quantum computing is a joke. I don't know. This one's kind of interesting. It looks like it came out of a SPAC. And it's holding right at 10. So easy management. You know, if it breaks $9, it's trash. But I don't know, maybe something there. Even got a little H pattern on the weekly right here. So might be something on that one. That's kind of interesting. IBM is in quantum. Holy shit, IBM. What the frick, dude? IBM is freaking running. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, you son of a bitch. This thing's bullish as hell above 169, of course. What other number would it be? Wow, this is freaking nice. Mega support. Shorter term is about that 169, 170 level. And then there's mega support in the 150 handle. Man, wow, okay. That shocked me a little bit. I did not expect to see IBM kicking ass. Mega resistance here at about 200. So we'll throw that horizontal in there because that'll be important. I guess they're firing up the freaking quantum machines or something. I don't know. Interesting. Wow, yeah, because look, Qtum's also doing very well. Huh. All-time high line. Let's throw that on there. And then we also have this kind of mega support zone around. Let's split these candles about like that. Oh, what the hell did I just do? To use dictation, go to settings on speech recognition. Oops, I must have hit the wrong button there. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Something like that. Shorter term looking pretty good. And then the daily, longer term, probably about 50 bones for that. Interesting. I'm kind of glad we took a little gander there. How about 3D printer? Oh, we got Amgen. Okay, let's get in it. Only 3 today, man? What? All right, let's see. Oh, this is a ETF. Okay, I didn't notice that before. Defiance Quantum ETF. Interesting. Will 3D printing ever be a good buy? I don't know, man. It's keeps trying. Let's look at the biggest ones. DM, Stratasys. Yeah. And they're trying to kind of base out. Let's put the top ones up here. Like they're trying to base out, except for Desktop Metals. Brutal. But the bigger ones, Stratasys and 3D Systems that have been in the game for a while. Yeah, I mean, hold on. Let's go to the monthly. This chart's big. I mean, you could definitely argue this is a buy zone with a pretty hard stop at this swing low at like 350. You could argue this is buy the dip zone. Really needs to get above 630. These are some big ranges, though, man. So adjust accordingly on position size. Maybe if the market does get full bullish with the Russell breaking out, we could probably see some of this. We'll call them shit stonks, like shit coins. We'll pamp it up. Fizz, I've been wanting to buy this one, but I'm holding off. I'm kind of just chilling. Oh, look, Snowflake. What the fuck, dude? Snowflakes are breaking out. This looks bullish as hell above 190. I don't know what the hell these people even do. It's a hilarious name. Software crap. I mean, what the hell? They lose money all the time. Garbage. Warehousing. Another warehouse. Fucking what do you call it? Cloud crap, whatever. Does look really good above 190 though. Can't deny the chart. All right, let's go look at some of your stuff here, Mr. Lewis. AMGN. Woo, doggy. Didn't you bring this one up earlier in the week? You do have earnings coming up. What's your target on this? This looks pretty damn sexy. Looking for 369 with a stop at 300. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, 300, that's giving you a little wiggle room there. I would probably use like 310, but whatever. That's 5%. Who cares? Not a big deal. Do mind earnings coming up Tuesday after the bell. So be on the lookout for that. That could potentially catapult you to your target way up here, which is, it looks a little bit like an aggressive target, though. Let me see. Yeah, 368. Yeah, it's a little aggressive target. You're past the 2618, but hey, we're already above the 1618 golden ratio target. So yeah, why not? If we started stalling at like 340 handle, maybe I might adjust or trim a little bit there. But other than that, I like the trade. Super sexy. Let's see here. ALPN. Nice. Getting follow through on that, buddy. Good trade. Do you ratchet your stops by chance? Like, so if you're getting into the money, do you move them up or do you just leave it how it is and just wait for, either side to get hit? Just out of curiosity. Alpine Immune Sciences, well, they're pumping to the moon, apparently. Big company. Whew. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Market doesn't care. Protein-based, cancer, blah, blah, blah stuff. Okay. Let's go to the monthly. Lot of resistance at $32. Mega resistance at $32. A little bit higher on the weekly, like 34. But so let's just call it low 30s is uber resistance on this. And some real good support at about, man, this thing has been running hard. Holy shit. Man, so probably like 20-ish. Say about $20 on that. That's big. There's a lot of ranges in there. I mean, just last week alone was 26%. Long entry at 28, so you're waiting for some more breakage. 22 and looking for 40. So just on what I just said about the resistance, I mean, there is mega resistance before 40. So I would adjust if it was me, I'd adjust the RR on that one and kind of look for the target on these. Because if it breaks 40, I mean, if you hit your target, that's shit. It's probably going to 60 then. So, but there should be some mega resistance right at like 33 to 35. What the fuck, dude? What is this? Next thing you're going to show me a chart of Jinko, which doesn't exist, I know. I'm just joshing. But next I'm going to see a chart of Jinko jeans and freaking chain wallets. And that just going to be to the moon. When I was in school, especially high school, that was the thing. It was like you either wore Abercrombie polo shirts and shit, or you wearing baggy Jinko jeans with chains and eyeliner. That was pretty much the mix there. This is insane, dude. This is flabbergasting. It is getting a little extended. There is no freaking divergence though, like bearish divergence or nothing. I mean, absolute banana move, dude. Woo. Well, whatever. Bullish AF above $82. So that is so crazy, dude. You look at this. Up, up, up and up, up and up and up and up. Killing earnings, just smashing on earnings. I guess maybe we need to go make a 90s stonk list of hyped up things from the 90s and early 2000s and see how those are performing. Interesting, man. This is so crazy. You've been in this one, though, haven't you? Yeah, you're in at 107. Oh, I thought you had gotten into this one a little bit earlier. We got stop loss at oh crap. Stop loss at 10 trace. Oh yeah, I like that. You're real high and tight on that. You got the fade trade and not like fading price, but like a haircut, high and tight, whatever. Bad dad jokes coming in hot. Let's see. In 113. Yeah, I like this one. That's not too aggro. So funny, man. Sometimes you're like real conservative with your numbers, and other times I see you doing RRs like for example, maybe you would do this one and you'd be like, oh, well, my stop is $45 and my target is like 200. And it's like, whoa, okay. All right. Anyway, though, regardless of that, much appreciate you throwing in your tickers. Love what you bring and contribute, man. Again, much love to you, Mr. Casey Lewis. Once I ever get my shit together on how I'm going to kind of up the game of the channel, you will be definitely getting access to that, my friend. Let's see here. I think that's about it. What else did I want to talk about? Do we want to look at Hood? What's the Hood doing? Oh, this one actually kind of has the potential to be a big mover here. If it keeps building this up and you can see these higher highs, higher lows, a little fake out breakdown. And as long as this is holding like $10, Robinhood might be something to play, even though I loathe everything about them. I try to stay unbiased to my feelings when I trade stuff. I will trade pretty much anything, hate it or love it or whatever. And I try to just trade the chart and not my feelings. I know people buy stocks. I'm like, why'd you buy that? They're like, oh, I like that one. And I'm like, okay. Good luck. You're very welcome, sir. Thank you. Let's see. Look, NVIDIA is working its way up. Oh, it could never happen. Mega resistance at 680. We are $20 away. All right. And after that, it just goes into full retard mode. I don't even know what to say after that. No, I'm just kidding. We can get some extensions. Let's look real quick. If we do like here, I mean, we got 7, and then all the way is like 8. We're pretty much every $100 is like a marker. Freaking 4618 is over 1,000. Insane. Which, why won't it go there? Zuck is buying all these damn H100 chips. Why not? With the mining, if we go into a full, like crypto mining, if we go into a full bull market, why not? What does Facebook, does that say 21%? What the hell? Dude, get out of here, man. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, man. Holy shnikes. Bro. Okay. Look at this, y'all. Vol Flash. If y'all don't have this on your chart, you're stupid. No, I'm just kidding. But you should have it on your chart, though, for reals. It's free. It's not direction based at all. It's kind of like it mimics a VIX sort of on anything that you can type into the ticker box on TradingView, and it just implies large moves incoming. And generally, it's in less than 7 candles, depending on the time frame. At least that's what I've noticed in my charting experience. This one was only about 3, but holy crap, dude. Who thought that was going to happen? Yeah, pretty much probably no one. Absolute bananas. Look at the volume, too. Hold on. How much volume is that? Is that like... That's as much volume from when it missed earnings by a lot and also gapped up 23%. Dude, get this shit out of here, bro. Oh, man. It's bearish, dude. The markets are bearish, though. God. Listen to price action. It is. It knows everything. February 2023. So literally a year. What the shit? Literally a year to the day almost. Because this is, what is that? That's the 2nd of February. Isn't today the 2nd? Holy shit. It literally is to the day a 20-something% pump. Well, that's kind of crazy. You know what the scariest part maybe about this chart is there's a gap there, and then there's a gap right here. Both of those have not been filled, and they're all the way down at 150. Absolutely mind-blowing performance by Zuck. Wow. All right. Well, let's go to the monthly. Dude, what the hell? This is bullish as hell above like $400, dude. What? Super shocked on that one. Let's go to Disney. Look at that beautiful buy on here off the lows. We were discussing this at the beginning of the year. This is probably a very nice entry for Disney. Hopefully some of y'all got that one. On that note, I was thinking this is kind of what I'm going to do for a tester is clip some of the setups and then post the setups in a shorts reel, either maybe on not Patreon, on Substack or something of that nature, for like the elevated experience, if you will. Of course, you can just sit down and watch the whole show for free and do that if you want, which they're generally about an hour long, or I'm going to make little snippets and clips and then try that and see if, that's received well. And, maybe at first that'll be kind of like a free thing, but then maybe I'll try to do like a small paid subscription. I'm not going to do anything super crazy, just, something easy peasy. Again, I'm just spitballing ideas. I don't really know exactly the direction of the channel. I've been doing this for 3+ years. I don't know. You can see my channel is still very small. I don't do any promoing. I don't do any advertising. I don't do any of that. I just sit here and talk, and eventually, hey, if you speak it, they will listen. I don't know if that's how the saying goes, but y'all get the point. Anyway, Amazon. Gap up, bitches. Let's go. Moon time. That's good for crypto, y'all. If y'all are big crypto holders, this is good for crypto. Because even though everyone's like, crypto's the hedge. Is it, though? Let's pull that up and prove that wrong right now. Correlation chart. Boom. Bam. Here we go. S&P, gold, NASDAQ, US dollar. Look at this. Above 0. The closer it is to 1, that means it's 1-to-1 correlated. So every dollar, or let's say every percent SPX goes up, Bitcoin also would go up 1%. Now, it's never 1-to-1. It could get real close. It's never 1-to-1. But you can see it has predominantly lived above positive correlation with the markets. Only with a little blip here in 2015, right here and right here. Other than that, it is highly correlated to the majors. But no buts. That's it. End of discussion. It's right there. It's on the chart, brothers. All right, let's go to one more chart. Let's go to the hash ribbons because I want to see if it's still broken. I think this thing broke, man, which sucks because this is a really good indicator. Yeah, it looks like it's totally broken, man. If anyone has any info on that, please shoot me a DM because I am very curious of what happened here. It's been dead since actually the beginning of the year. It looks like they pretty much turned it off the first week of the year. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Big shame because this has been a freaking hell of a signal generator. All right, back to the main. And I'm going to show one more thing because I'm curious what it looks like. It's probably not showing us anything yet because it's way at the tops and it doesn't get aggressive. The indicator doesn't get aggressive until you get close to the said top. But let's look real quick. Let's just look at the slope. All right. Looks all right. So we're close. So this is the pi indicator, cycle top indicator. It's literally marked the top of every single freaking run. I don't know how it freaking does it. I don't understand. It's crazy as hell, but it is a thing. When this happened back in 21, there's only about 2 or 3 other guys that I saw mention it. And when it signaled, they all were like, "No, that's not it. That doesn't matter." They all dismissed it. And I'm like, "Oh shit, watch out." When you get stuff like that, when they're like, "Oh, look for this signal," and then when it happens, they don't follow it. Oh man, that is indicative of sentiment being, in this case, very uber bullish and probably extending your welcome a little bit. Anyway, you can see how this kind of acts every time it does this little pump and then a little bit of smaller one. It does a little pump and then this little smaller hump and it does this little pump. We are building the smaller hump now. Look at that, man. Look at that. So is this about to aggressively get down and maybe later this summer or by Christmas time? Possibly we hit some crazy cycle tops. Potentially. Don't worry. We'll be keeping an eye on this chart for y'all. And also you can just pull it up too and look at it yourself and then never watch the show again. That's fine too. I don't care. Either way, we'll be keeping an eye on it, and it's very much building the same type of structure as it did in the previous 2 instances. All right, here we go. Wrapping this hoe up. Let's see. Mama Bear, do your thing. Get over 44K. Macro, remember the macro, guys. We are looking good here. We got a little doji. That's okay. This is a major, major pivot point, which the monthly close actually reiterates that for us very well. We've been talking about it a lot for many, many videos, that is the major flipping point. Even we were way down here. These have been on my chart for a very long time. And so if we can get 2 to 3 month open and closes above 48,000, I do believe that we will hit new highs within probably 6 months of that happening. All right. Definitely with 69K, we'll probably tap. But if we get 2 opening, man, would be so uber bullish. So that's super macro because today, is monthly closes just happened recently. So we got to do the super mega macro. That's what we should call it, the mega macro. So we do that. Weekly, though, beautiful candles, looks good. I mean, y'all already know what it is. Stay above about 41,000 and needs to clear 44. Or just price is accepting the market. I'm sorry, the market is accepting price up here. That's sexy. Bulls are not letting it go below 41,000. That is also sexy. Just keep doing that. And we've got a nice little party. Yeah, for 1, 2, 3 days we did, and then immediately said no, just kidding. Very sexy. False breakdown. Indicative. We're at the other side of range. Next step is over 44K. Simple as that, y'all. And then same with Unicorn Shirt, man. About 2150, 2400. It's been that way for how many videos now? I don't know. Probably 20 or so. Anyway, much love, guys. I hope you'll have a beautiful weekend, an amazing Friday, and all that fun stuff. Decompress a little bit if you work a traditional Monday to Friday job. Get it in. Go have some fun. I'll see y'all on Monday morning. I do have jury duty. We'll see if they pick me or not on Monday morning. And so if they do pick me, I might not be around until later in the afternoon. But as soon as I get home from that, I will definitely fire up a video. So again, much love. I appreciate you, Casey Lewis. Thank you very much for your contributions to the show. Much love. Everybody else, also very much love. This is No Noiz. I am Z Rex. Peace.